This video will discuss how to create an entity relationship diagram using ERDPlus. So you just have to type ERDPlus into the search window up here, and ERDPlus will come up. If you want a quick reminder about how to use it, you can go down to where it says Entity Relationship Diagrams, and it will show you how to use these various tools. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to reproduce what the layout of a particular database. And so what we're going to do is go up here to Database Tools and go into Relationships so we can see that the particular entity relationship diagram that we're trying to create has customer and order. Let me put this in this side and this in this side, and we will try it going up to Menu and picking New ER Diagram. All right, so I need to create two entities here, one called Customer and one called Order. So I'm going to go into over here where it says Entity and then click down here, and here's the entity, and this is going to be called Customer. And customer, then we want to add attributes onto customer, and so we can come down here where it says add attributes, and I'll pull this down a little bit so we can see this new attribute. We will take the first one and call this customer ID. Customer ID is going to be unique, and so we will click on unique. Then we'll add more attributes to the entity. So the next one will be first name. Okay, and so first name will not be unique, but we'll just put it over here so we can see it. Oh, this is called customer, not customer. Okay, so we'll fix that up. And then we will add another attribute, and this attribute will be called last name, and we'll go on like this for the rest of them. All right, the next thing is we want to create another entity, so we'll click on Entity and click down here, and this entity is going to be called Order, and we're going to add an attribute onto Order, and this will be the unique one, the key called Order ID. Oops. New attribute of Order ID, just Order ID. And we'll move this over here so we can see it a little bit better. Then add another attribute, and this attribute will be called Order Date. And we will add another attribute, and this new one will be called Amount. And we'll add one more, and that will be called Customer ID. And this is a foreign key, so we'll put in parentheses FK. All right. I think we have basically all that we need here, so I'm going to make this bigger so it's going to be easier for us to move these things around. So there's a foreign key, there's order, and there's amount and order date. So however I want to make it so this looks a little bit nicer. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to create a relationship. So I'll create a relationship here, and the relationship will be between customer and order. And we will say that this relationship will be one to many, because there's one customer can have many orders. And then order will have mandatory and one. We could also make it optional, probably optional. I think that's the way it was, optional. All right, so this then shows you how to create an entity relationship diagram using ERDPlus. It's as simple as that. You just have to be sure. Oh, the other thing is we need to name what the relationship is, and we haven't done that. So we need to put in the relationship name, and that is places. So the customer places an order.